She was a teenager who had the usual problems with her mother and father, but now she's been accused of stabbing her parents to death while under the influence of drugs. Her case has left many Bangladeshis struggling to come to terms with what's being described as a drug epidemic. One of the popular drugs is called yaba, methamphetamine mixed with caffeine. It comes from Myanmar. But there are all sorts of drugs available.
Approximately 5 million is the size of addict population, and a majority of which are the young. And there are some addiction professionals who have told me that there are addicts who are as young as 10 years old.
Drug laws in Bangladesh require the government to treat and rehabilitate child addicts, but in practice, they don't get much help.
When they wake up in a few hours, the kids here will have a long day ahead, during which they won't get enough to eat. Many will become addicted to drugs that suppress the appetite as they try to keep the hunger away.
There are hardly any rehab centers to treat children. The ones that do are too expensive for most addicts. But Apungao is a Christian rehab center and one of the only places that takes care of addicted street children for free.
The most alarming, I think, is that people are not aware of how vast the problem is. And if they don't know, how can they do anything? And if they don't do anything, these young children who are on the street today will be in the future what I call street adults. And these street adults are the highest number of HIV positive in Dhaka and other places.
This is someone we've chosen to call Rehana. In Bangladesh, adolescent girls like her are increasingly at risk of addiction. She's 16 years old and one of the girls being treated at Apungao.
My friends told me that if your family has so many problems, if you take these drugs, then all the pressure will go away. And I was curious. I thought maybe if I take these drugs, maybe all my problems with my parents will go away.
Rehana says she's optimistic about her future, but unless the government in Bangladesh chooses to help neglected addicts, her path to recovery will remain out of reach for the many others who need the same sort of help. Maher Sattar, Al Jazeera, Dhaka.